All right, everyone. It is officially 5 o'clock on Friday the 15th. I am off the rest of the weekend, including Monday, because it's Martin Luther King Day weekend. This is the weekend that I'm going to vlog, try to do things. I'm going to preface this by saying I normally do nothing on the weekends. I normally just laze about at home and whatever. So the fact that I do plan on going out and going to do some things is crazy. So join me on this journey. We do have plans to potentially, hopefully, we're definitely going to start the Percy Jackson series. I mean, I'm already started it. I'm hoping to finish at least the first 2 books. The goal is to finish all 5. I don't think I'm going to reach that, but we'll try. All right, I'm home. I'm in my gym clothes. I ate dinner. I'm going to wait for that to digest a little bit, and then we are going to go to the gym. I might download an audiobook to listen to while I'm working out, but I find it hard to listen to audiobooks when I work out, so we'll see how well that goes. One of the worst things about living at home with your parents is when their neighborhood has shitty parking. I'm parked like a block away when I usually can park like right in front of my house. So that's annoying. But I went to the gym. I was only there for like 40 minutes, but I had no lights going out. But I'm a new gym goer. I'm just starting out. So I was kind of okay with that. Plus, I've been sick. I have had a head cold. I feel like I can still feel it in my lungs. So I'm just proud of myself for even working out for 40 minutes. I'm going to try to go again. If not Sunday, probably Monday, because I'm trying to go twice a week. And I was planning on going to Michael's tomorrow just to look at their new like bookish collection. I'm not going to buy anything because I think everything is crazy overpriced, but I wanted to look at it to see like how the material was and stuff. But it's supposed to be like a wet snow tomorrow. So tomorrow might just be a we stay home all day and read and hang out and do whatever. Good morning. It is currently 10 o'clock on Saturday, the 16th. I got no reading done yesterday like I wanted, and now I don't feel good. So it's a great start off to our day. It is currently 7:20 at night. I have done absolutely nothing. Could be the snow, could be the depression, but you live and you learn. We did just watch People We Meet on Vacation on Netflix. I really like the movie, personally. Why am I so out of breath? This is one of those rare occasions where I think I like the movie more than I like the book, but it's been a while since I read People We Meet on Vacation, so I might reread it to compare, but I did like it. I thought it was a good movie. 4 out of 5 stars for me. So, but we still have a long time to go today. I have to clean my room and my desk, but I also have to edit a podcast episode, which I will talk about more later. So yeah, that's Saturday for you. Not very exciting, but we try. like an hour now, but it's starting to hurt my ears a little bit. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to clean my room and bring you on this journey with me, and I will talk about what I'm currently editing. All right, let's do this. So basically, me and my friend Blake, insert photo here. We have been friends for a very long time, and we tried to do a podcast years ago, and he got busy, I got busy, it was a whole thing. And within the past few months, he had reached out and said, hey, do you want to get the podcast another go? And I said, yeah, sure. Cause, what else am I going to put on my plate in the year 2026? So our podcast is called The Spiral. I'll put it somewhere around here. There's no specific theme for the podcast. It's basically just, we're going to talk about random shit every week. I really was inspired. Hold on. I really was inspired because I like to fall down rabbit holes when I'm researching or thinking of a topic. Does anyone else have like a shit ton of cords that you have to like keep because you don't know what they're for and you know you're going to need them one day? No, just me? Awesome. But yeah, it's kind of like that old, we used to do this Wikipedia game in school where you had to get from like Tulip to Super Mario Brothers or whatever. That's how I've always kind of envisioned this, is we just talk about, we have a main topic, but then like we always spiral out of control, you know? That's why it's called The Spiral. So if you're interested, I will link the YouTube channel, Spotify, whatever, hopefully on the screen. If not, it'll definitely be in the description. And if you're a big fan of Twilight, you should listen to our first episode. All right, well, back to cleaning. Does anyone else's bureau vanity always kind of look like this? Because mine always looks like this, no matter what. I feel like I just don't have, and it's the problem with living at home, is that I feel like all my stuff needs to be in my room, but then I have a lot of stuff. All right, it is Sunday. Again, another late start to my day, but you know what? This is a realistic vlog, what I do on weekends. So it has snowed yet again. However, the snow seems to have slowed down. So I'm gonna go dig out my car, and then I can't go to the gym today because of the snow, mostly because I don't want to risk the roads. So I might do an at-home workout through the Planet Fitness app, because that's the gym I go to. And I definitely need to read. We'll see how far I get with my reading today, but that's the goal. I also need to try to figure out my podcast thing because it's so complicated. I can, well, let me explain it now. Basically, we had started the podcast like 2 years ago, and then we stopped it. And then I can't remember what RSS I had this on, the original podcast. And when I try to go on Spotify creators, it can't figure out what RSS I had it on, and no matter what I search. So I just got to start a whole new one, which is fine because we didn't have any followers on there anyway. But I need to download that and everything. So Sunday's gonna be fun. Also, if anyone has any recommendations for editing softwares, right now I use CapCut for free, which I think is fine. I don't have any problems with it or anything, but I would like to explore other ones just to see how different they all are. So I forgot to record it, but I tried taping my copy of The Lightning Thief because, let's see if I can show you. As you can see, you can't really tell from there, but the pages were like sticking and falling out. However, you see that? Let's try to straighten that out a little bit. See that little line right there? Yeah, that's a page sticking out, and that's gonna bother the hell out of me. But I have the fancy edition of The Lightning Thief that I could just read out of. I don't want to get rid of this because they don't make this cover anymore, and it's very nostalgic for me. So anyway, lazy Sunday. This has been an interesting vlog, if anything. Monday, the 19th. I have just cleaned my car off again because apparently it snowed again. So much snow this weekend on this vlog, but the roads are finally okay enough that I can leave my house. So I have a couple errands I have to run. I want to go to Michael's. I'm not going to buy anything at Michael's. We're going to look. Specifically, we are going to look, sorry I'm yelling, my air's on. Specifically, we are going to look at the new next chapter collection they have, which is for book lovers that I think is extremely overpriced. But I just want to look at it to see the actual quality of the things. And then I gotta go get more salt, I gotta get cat stuff. So come join me as we journey outside of my house. You guys. So it turns out my Michael's, I don't think has that next chapter collection. I'm still gonna look around, but that's scary. I really like miniatures. I think they're super cute. I just don't have the time to put them together, nor the patience. Well, that was a bust. I might go to another Michael's just to see if they have it. But we'll see. There is a Home Goods near me. I just want to peruse, see what they have. So yeah, I forgot to finish off the vlog. It's currently Tuesday night as I edit everything. We didn't reach any of our goals. I barely read this coming weekend. Barely left the house. But yeah, I don't know how people do this for a living, how they come up with these scenarios of what they're supposed to be doing all the time and how they pay for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was something a little different, something I wanted to try. I will see you next time.